So I'm not sure what I was expecting with this album. Not much, to be honest. But after listening to it a few times, I kind of love it.
Icy Snap.
Hello and welcome back, and today we are reviewing Rebecca Black's new album. Yes, the one and only from internet fame, Friday. Do you think that's why she released this album on a Thursday? Gotta get down on Thursdays now. So again, I wasn't really expecting anything much from this record. I haven't really been following her work at all since Friday, and even then it was like a meme, right? It wasn't really serious or anything. But this is her second album, I believe, and from what I can tell, she's been releasing EPs and singles for quite a while now. This album following her previous Let Her Burn, which was moderately received okay between fans and critics. It's a hyperpop influenced album. That sort of theme follows on to this one, Salvation, running only at 21 minutes with 7 tracks in total. It's pretty short, but it packs a bit of a punch. Look, I'm not going to sit here and pretend it's the most genre defining work out there or that it's profound or, special in any way. Forget all of that nonsense. It's fun as hell. If I was out at the club listening to some hard techno and Sugar Water Cyanide came on, I would have no issues at all. Bring it on. And that's kind of what this influence has. It's kind of hard, it's poppy, taking influence from Sophie or Slater maybe, and you hear that all over this record with these club ready bangers. I would say there's some Charlie influence here too, but Rebecca's album does feel a bit heavier. For me, the album starts off okay and then gets slowly better throughout. Even so, the opener and title track Salvation does have some good moments. The breakdowns are about 2 minutes, for example, really reminding me of that noughties dance that you might hear on a Madonna track at the time. These sweeping vocals, this bouncy bass, and this really atmospheric pad. Rebecca's vocals here also sounding really nice and really suiting this style of music. It's euphoric and it does lean on the slightly cheesier side of trance for me. Unlike the next track though, which does start off a bit like Bowie's The Man Who Sold the World, except it's not silky smooth like Bowie, but it is heavy. As soon as that kick and that throaty bass comes in, it does get a bit gritty, especially with that electric lead synth. Also finding time for the inclusion of that sample from Lynn Collins. Then unexpectedly this electric guitar comes out of nowhere. Overall, I do find the track a little bit hectic, but I do like the heaviness. I think what it's trying to do, it does it quite well. A better example is the next track, Sugar Water Cyanide. A bit of bubblegum mixed in with some heavy techno from the likes of KRTM or something, and this is where the album starts to hit really hard for me. You have these really nice chimes and the synths are all sugary sweet, and then suddenly you're transported to some dingy, sweaty basement club you might find here in Hackney or something. Lyrically, the album is okay. You're here to have fun, really. It's a lot of, you can't handle me in the club, the bass is banging, let's dance. But also there's a bit of social commentary with American Doll, the idea of how you're meant to act as a woman, etc. Musically, the song is fine. It has this really nice metallic bass sound. Nothing really special until you reach the last minute or so, and you get these really luscious synth pads towering over, with all these vocals in the background. I love this section way more than the start anyway. On to another banger, and I kind of feel a bit spoiled because I love drum and bass. I mean, I love all that hard shit anyway. As drum and bass goes, it's a bit basic, but to me, I'm hearing a bit of early Pendulum in here. It has this really nice melody going on with the music and her vocals. In my opinion, I quite like it when she does these soft vocal melodies over this sort of hard in your face bass. One thing with the lyrics of this track is it's making me picture her putting a snotty tissue in her pocket. I get what she's trying to say lyrically, but to me it just sounds kind of funny. Again, with the next song, Do You Even Think About Me, taking me back to those rave days. Nice again here with her soft vocals over this hardcore kick. But then it's slightly ruined for me with the breakdown, unfortunately. You have this sort of sandy, overcompressed snare going on. Overall musically sounding a bit bland at these points. But the switch up at 2 minutes 15 is just this should have been the whole song. That dirty bass and her vocals drowned in reverb surrounding you. Then you have this hard kick come back in and just carry you to the end. The beginning part of this song was just meh. But this last part, Love it. Then we come to the final track on the short album, Twist the Knife. I quite vibe with the track, but it does fall short compared to so many others. I quite like this like biblical theme going on, and then you have like the organs in the background. You know, it's quite thematic. One thing I've actually noticed with this track and a few of the others is that the mix can be quite busy in certain frequencies. Often it's unavoidable, but it's okay to strip back just a little bit to give everything room to breathe. But overall, it's not a bad track to end the album on. Salvation isn't trying to be some groundbreaking, genre-shattering statement, and that's okay. What it does do is deliver a high energy mix of hyperpop, hard techno, and nostalgic rave sounds. Rebecca Black sounds confident and fully loaded into this like club-ready aesthetic. Even if the mix does get a little too crowded here and there, I don't think it matters too much in this case. It's messy and it's fun and it knows exactly what it wants to be. Long past those Friday memes. She's making music on her own terms and I kind of like it. So with all of that, I think I would give this album a 7.5 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought below, and leave a comment, like, subscribe if you like, and hopefully I will catch you on the next one. Thank you very much and goodbye.